I've made quite a few videos about the Online Safety Act here in the UK and how it's going against freedom of speech and the right to privacy. Well, now we've had another development where they seem to be going ahead with banning VPNs. Well, they're saying that they're banning VPNs for under 18s, but we all know what that means. It means that to use a VPN, you will have to prove that you're not a child. How do you prove that? You upload your ID to one of these age verification platforms that keep on getting hacked, and then inevitably your actual identity may be tied to your VPN, thus eliminating your anonymity when using a VPN. That's the problem, and that's what I want to talk about. But there is one more thing. Now, while other people are making videos about this topic and screaming about Keir Starmer and the UK government, which I have of course done myself because I think this government is, well, I can't say because I live in London and the UK and I don't want to get arrested like the 12,000 other people in the UK that get arrested every year for social media posts. But what I did promise you guys is that I will be honest. And honestly, I found something that most other people aren't talking about. Well, in fact, I haven't seen anyone else talk about this. And that is that this House of Commons vote that we just had about the VPN ban essentially was voted in by the Conservatives, and Labour MPs actually voted against it. What the hell is going on? You're watching This Brand Geek? Let's get into the video. Right now, if you want to use a VPN, you can simply sign up for a VPN service, pay for it with your credit card or whatever, or with some VPNs, you can actually send them cash or Bitcoin and they have no way of identifying you. They don't even have your email address or your name. They just give you like a unique identifier and then you can post them the cash. But that's neither here nor there right now. Right now, we're talking about this House of Lords vote where they wanted to make an amendment to the Children's Wellbeing and Schools Bill, which would mean that VPN providers would need to get proof of your age before allowing you to use their VPN service. So let's take a quick look at this article. This is from ISP Review and it reads, House of Lords votes to ban UK children from using internet VPNs. This article came out yesterday. Today is Tuesday. You'll probably see this video on Wednesday or Thursday because I'm editing a bunch of other stuff, but whatever, let's get on with it. Last week saw the House of Lords pass a vote that would, if approved by the government, introduce an amendment to the Children's Wellbeing and Schools Bill that aims to prohibit the provision of virtual private network services to children under 18s in the UK. The goal is to stop children allegedly using VPNs to bypass age verification systems. Now here's the interesting part. According to the details on the Conservative-led amendment page, this new clause would require the Secretary of State to take action to promote and protect children's well-being and to further support child protective measures in the Online Safety Act by prohibiting the provision to children in the United Kingdom of VPN services which can facilitate evasion of Online Safety Act age gating processes. And then if we go down, it says what I was talking about. The amendment itself passed with 207 votes in favour and 159 votes against, with the majority of yes votes coming from the Conservative Party and the majority of no votes coming from the Labour Party. Crucially, this suggests that the amendment, at least in its current form, is currently opposed by the party of government and so may struggle to survive once the bill is returned to the House of Commons. So I had a look and here is the vote. So this is the UK Parliament website, and as you can see, this is the Children's Wellbeing and Schools Bill. The vote was held on the 21st of January, and it says Amendment Summary. Lord Nash moved Amendment 92 after Clause 27 to insert the new clause action to prohibit the provision of VPN services to children in the United Kingdom. And as you can see here, it was largely voted in by the Conservatives. The Conservatives are here on the left. They mainly all voted for this amendment to the bill, and here on the right are mostly Labour members of Parliament. And I think this is absolutely insane. If we go back to that article from ISP Review, it does say part of the reason for the government's objection is that they're separately consulting on some of these issues and have yet to reach a conclusion. The government have previously expressed that there are no current plans to ban the use of VPNs, although that doesn't mean to say they won't try to impose age-based restrictions on them. Now, I find this very interesting because everyone right now is screaming about how Labour is banning VPNs, when in fact, this specific issue right here is from the Conservatives. Now, like I said, I don't want to get political on this channel. I just want to be honest with everyone. I don't support Labour in anything that they're doing in this country right now. I mean, my views on our current government are very public. There's a whole playlist on my channel about the Online Safety Act headache. Feel free to go and check that out. I think that what this government is doing in this country, like arresting 12,000 people a year for social media posts, is absolutely insane. But this VPN topic is something that I have been going on about personally for a really long time. And I've said it from the beginning, one thing that they will do is ban VPNs. Now, I'm not saying that the Labour Party wouldn't have gone ahead with something like this. It's just that right now they don't know what the hell they're doing, and they seem to be consulting on everything, because they make a decision and then they famously U-turn on it a few days later when there's all this outcry and protest from citizens in this country. But one thing that I do find troubling is that this has happened in the first place. Now, if you use a VPN, you know that you don't have to prove your identity or your age. But if this does actually come into effect, you will have to do that. And I'm sure that lots of VPN providers will just step out of the UK market, because there's no way they're going to agree with this either, especially VPN providers like Mulvad, who put your privacy on top of literally everything else. So I think that this is a really, really bad thing that's going on. This is just stripping more privacy and freedoms in the name of protecting the children, in my opinion, of course. Because there's one way to get the public on your side, right? Just make it about kids and how you're protecting kids, and we're doing this for the kids. So sign away your privacy and your rights and your freedoms so we can protect the kids. We're not going to educate parents to use parental controls on their children's devices or anything like that. We're just going to take away your privacy and turn it into a surveillance state so nobody can do anything without us knowing about it. Again, in my opinion, I think I'm still allowed to have one of those. I also did find it kind of amusing looking at the comments on the ISP review article. Darren says, utter despair, these out of touch dinosaurs have not one clue. You can literally find adult websites within 10 seconds that don't have age checks, so don't need a VPN either. If it takes me that long, kids will have no problem. Darren, you just outed yourself. There will always be sites that don't enforce it. You can't please the whole internet, and that's why they don't get it. It's impossible. Education is the key, not placebo measures. Exactly, education is the key, like I said. Educate parents on how to restrict what their kids see online. Don't just take rights away from the whole population. Gareth then goes on to say, no legitimate VPN is going to be able to comply with what is being asked without going against their principles. This is a VPN ban by proxy. And that's before we discuss the incorrectly labeled social media ban for under 16s, whatever. I totally agree with Gareth on what he said in his first couple of sentences. This is a VPN ban by proxy. They are using this legislation of keeping the kids safe to take away your right to privacy by using a VPN without having to verify who you are and provide your photo ID to use it. I'm sure that the Labour government would have brought something like this into effect without the Conservatives trying to do it for them. But nonetheless, I want to present the facts here, and right now this vote was headed by the Conservative Party, and they're the ones that are trying to vote it in. So honestly, no matter which way you vote, you're screwed either way. Anyways, what do you think of all this? Do you use VPN? Which VPN do you recommend? I will have affiliate links down in the video description if you're looking to sign up for a VPN for yourself. And I think that's it for this video. Sound off in the comments below, and please give this video a like if you found it informative, and do consider subscribing if you haven't already. You've been watching This Brand Geek. I'll catch you in the next one.